treat you like in my last cigarette. I'ma 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 treat you like
Hope it don't end
in
the
my last
same
cigarette.
way. About to start another day.
I'ma treat you like in my last cigarette.
About to start another day. Hope it don't end the same way. About to start another day. Hope it don't end the same way. About to start another day.
I'ma treat you like in my last cigarette.
About to start another day.
I'ma treat you like in my last cigarette.
Man, we are back in black in the building. Roll call. Before roll call, did Jesus come back? Oh, damn, he didn't. We gonna try again next Sunday. Shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to everybody out there. Arizona. Shout out to all the people in Arizona I fuck with. Shout out to Vegas. Motherfucking Vegas. Man, they about to build massive projects in Vegas in Mountain's Edge. One of my homeboys that live out there, he pissed like a motherfucker. Oh, man. So shout out to everybody in Las Vegas, all my siblings out there in Las Vegas. The homegirl, Jerica. Shout out to her. That is my sis, Jerica, man. What's happening? Man. Hold on. I think she texted me too. Hold on. Man, I gotta send it to her. But, man, shout out to everybody out there in Las Vegas, Nevada. Man, shout out to Philly, Shawnee. Philly in the building, stand up. Shout out to the homegirl, Erica in Florida, a.k.a. Florida. Shout out to my brothers, David O'Connor. Look, David, we gonna get it real soon. Trust me. Cause I can't wait. Cause David, I'm gonna play some other shit too. Yep. I love to hear my brothers David and James Youngblood go in on these topics. So we definitely gonna have a conversation about FBA culture, and we're gonna have a conversation about how hip hop is FBA culture, and I'm gonna have some context to it. And I got a lot of questions I'm gonna ask. So shout out to my brother David from No Compromise. Go check out his platform on Twitter, Instagram. Check out my brother David. My brother James Youngblood, Texas in the building. And shout out to the homegirl Melina in Northern Carolina, aka North Kakalaka. We see you, sis. What's happening? Man. Hey, you know what it is. We just doing our thing. Shit. We about to get into it right now, though. We about to talk about hip hop is FBA culture. And I'm not going the way you think I'm about to go. But let's get it. Man. We have two things that we need to discuss. And this is a part of the culture. The young brother. Oh, Lord Jesus, the young brother. I was looking at it. I've been getting alerts and I've been watching it. Man, the young brother. First of all, we have that sister in Springfield, Illinois, who was shot and killed by a race soldier. She called police. He shoot her in the head. Oh, man. Very, very sad. I couldn't even, it really, really broke my heart. Really broke my heart. It's like, God damn. You call the police and then the police show up and shoot you in the head, and then the young kid, Noah Bush, two little race soldiers drowned him in water. Man. We gotta wake up, people. And we have to understand what is our culture. This is a part of our culture. This is a part of hip-hop culture. Hip-hop culture is the struggle, anti-black racism, white supremacy. The good and the bad of hip-hop culture is all FBA culture. We're the only ones that are sitting up here dealing with this. Where are the Puerto Ricans at now while Noah Bush got drowned by a white supremacist? And that sister from Illinois gets shot in the head. Where are the Puerto Ricans at now? Where's Joe Conzo at now? Where is he at now? Sonia Massey, where that's who got shot in the head. Where are these? Look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Dr. Jeremy Henry Clark, shout out to Dave for No Compromise. He really put me up onto Dr. John Henry Clark. There's only one person, I've heard plenty of other people talk about it, but I've heard Professor Griff and Dave for No Compromise. I'm just gonna keep it real where I got it from. And I got it really, really, really from David. Like, ever since I first met that brother, he was always quoting Dr. John Henry Clark. I've told this story 1,000 times. Once he started quoting him, I started looking him up, and I was like, damn, this dude is on his shit. And not only is David on his shit, Dr. John Henry Clark, that nigga's cold. So we ain't got no allies. We ain't got no friends. Where they at? Where are they? Point them out to me. Show them. Anytime we try to delineate and make it where it's all ours, now all of a sudden here come people like Joe Conzo and them want to just be a disruptor and an agent provocateur. But what he don't know is you fucking with a heavyweight. You fucking with foundational Black Americans. And we ain't gonna forget this shit, and we gonna be looking at you upside your head to the point where other Puerto Ricans gonna be like, why don't you just leave their asses alone? What you trying to take claiming some shit? You just took pictures. You didn't do nothing else. Why don't you come out there not to Chicago, to Springfield, Illinois, and stand with Black folk since y'all co-created hip hop? See, you want to be a part of the positivity of it and the monetary part of it, but you don't want to be a part of the struggle. Where we out here getting shot and killed. We call the police and they shooting us in the head. What about Kendrick Johnson? How that FBI agent's sons and him killed that brother and stripped him of his organs. In Modesto, Georgia. No, nobody talking about that shit. They killing foundational Black Americans. They ain't killing no damn Puerto Ricans. Y'all need to stop. This is the part of hip hop culture, which is FBA culture. Where do you think hip hop comes from? The struggle. Public Enemy. Last time I checked, wasn't no Puerto Ricans and no damn Public Enemy. The hell's wrong with everybody, man? I don't care if you do got Spanish friends or nothing. That ain't got shit to do with it, bro. When it all comes down to it, y'all tell y'all daughters don't date Black men. And that y'all better than us. And don't bring us home. La raza. Improve the race. That's what this is for the raza. That's what that shit means. Improve the race. That's why they don't like niggas. Which is fine with us. I'm speaking to my Latino brothers and sisters that got sense and understand how this shit works. Speak to your other people. You don't have to agree with Warren. Go speak to your people and ask them, why is it we think we created something that predominantly Black people dominate? Why is it? And where's the history that we created it? And if that's the case, then why isn't all of our ancestors speak English and everybody speaking Spanish? Because this is the United States of America Incorporated. Nobody, come on, bro. Ask your people. And if you're so proud of your heritage and your lineage, and I have no problem with that, and you wear your Puerto Rican flags and your Dominican flags and your Trinidadian flags, why didn't you build up that homeland? Ask your great-grandparents, why did y'all come here? Why is the foundational Black Americans know their history? Why are we still dealing with racism, white supremacy, and we have not left this country and went nowhere else? We still fighting it. Where are all these other racial groups when our people are getting killed by these race soldiers? Where was everybody at when Mike Brown got killed? Where was everybody at when Philando Castile got killed? Philando Castile got shot right in front of his daughter and the mother of his child. They got to live with that every fucking day by Officer Yanez. Sounds like a Latino, huh? But y'all want to talk about it's only a Black and brown coalition when y'all want to attach and be in alignment with hip hop because it's about making some money and being a part of the Olympics. Once this Olympic shit go away and once hip hop is just not even mainstream no more and ain't nobody thinking about it like that, y'all motherfuckers gonna try to attach yourself to R&B next. Soul music next. It's so funny. I wouldn't be surprised if they start trying to sing neo soul music. I wouldn't be surprised if every Latino talking about, well, you know, Erykah Badu got it from Latinos. That type of shit. Whether you get along with different religious groups or not, but let's break it down. Black Christianity, the Nation of Islam, the 5%ers. That's all FBA culture. That's our culture. Whether you're Church of God in Christ, First AME, that's Black American culture. That's foundational Black American culture. The Nation of Islam is foundational Black American culture. The 5% Nation is foundational Black American culture. What are y'all talking about? Why are we here holding the bag while y'all motherfuckers up here? Y'all want to attach yourself to hip hop, but where the fuck is Fat Joe when all these black people are getting killed? He want to say nigga and all that stuff. Where you at? Where are you? Because these people are here for unearned benefits. You want to attach yourself to a culture that you know ain't your culture. You know Puerto Ricans didn't co-create shit, and you want to play these damn games. Ridiculous. Let's see. Let's see if we can find some. Let's see if we can find some video for our sister. Let's see. Here we go. We're just gonna play this quick video. If they play.
Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker is outraged over the killing of a black woman in Sangamon County.
Sonia Massey was shot on July 6th by a sheriff's deputy who responded to her 911 call. Well, that deputy is now facing criminal charges.
Our Tia Ewing is in studio with a developing story. Tia.
Well, Scott and Sylvia, this story is making national headlines going beyond this.
National headlines. Where are the Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, and Trinidadians, and Latinos, and where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Are they coming up to you like, nah, fuck that. We tired of these racist ass soldiers doing it. Where they at? That's what I'm saying. People want to be here for the positive benefit side of it, but when our people are getting killed in the street, everybody get ghosted, and we the only motherfuckers holding the bag.
This shooting is leading to several protests in southern Illinois. Court documents released today detail the incidents that happened on July 6th, saying that the deputy shot 36-year-old Sonia Massey, who you see here, in her face during a tense moment over a pot of water in her home. The deputy has been identified as Sean Grayson. Prosecutors say after he shot Massey, he discouraged another deputy from getting a medical kit from their vehicle.
This is what we have to deal with all day long, all day strong. We've been dealing with it for 400 years. And where the fuck is everybody else? That's all I'm saying. Where's everybody else at? Where's all these other racial groups that want to be? I'm not talking about now the racial groups that are like, nah, we ain't creating no hip hop. Let us stay the fuck out of it. I give y'all props and much respect. But to all these other racial groups that are like, we call it 50-50, where you at? Because this is a part of hip hop culture. Anti-black racism is a part of hip-hop culture.
In a statement released this week, the Sangamon County State's attorney says a review of body camera video doesn't support the use of deadly force. Governor J.B. Pritzker says he is grateful that charges have now been filed.
We've seen too much of this, where an innocent person, unarmed, who actually called for assistance, was the target and the victim of a shooting by a police officer. And this is not, it does not reflect on all police officers. This particular sheriff's deputy committed a crime.
Massey's family has viewed the body camera footage of this shooting and have hired civil rights attorney Ben Crump. Massey's funeral is scheduled to happen tomorrow. Scott?
Now, I didn't want to play Noah Bushes. These white supremacists just had him out in the lake. The one thing I'm going to reach out to FBA family, just stop letting your kids go with these kids. I don't care who the kids are. Who are them kids? Unless your kid is one of them kids that'll fuck somebody up. You know, every foundational Black American got that kid that other kids know, don't try that motherfucker. He'll drown your ass. If you don't have that kid and you have a very innocent child, be very protective over that FBA young brother or young sister, because it's a war out there where ain't nobody safe. We're fighting a psychological war. We're fighting an agricultural war. We're fighting we're fighting so many wars. Mentally, physically, economically. That's why we are the chosen people. That's why we are a special people, as Dr. Claude Anderson said. Because I want y'all to understand that we are the strongest people on earth. Yes, we are stronger than the Africans. Yes, we are, because we didn't flee. We didn't run over back to Africa. We stayed here and we fought. We created our own. We created gospel, jazz, R&B, soul, hip hop, pop. That's why I keep saying, where's your Puerto Rican Nas and your Puerto Rican Rakim? Where's your Puerto Rican Andre 3000 and Big Boy? Like, where are all these Puerto Ricans at? And I'm going to keep staying on that. And the reason why I'm talking about this discussion today is because I want David and James Youngblood to already start jotting, because we going to have a major discussion about this shit. Like, that's why I got to shave out a lot of time. We're going to have to do it where I'm going to have to block my schedule. Hopefully David and James can too. And I want to ask these brothers questions, and I just want them to go for what they know. For real. Straight up. Like, we got to do this, because look, FBA pain and struggle is a part of hip hop. Where do you think hip hop came from? Where do you think R&B came from? The law of rhythm, soul, our pain, our suffering. Remember that. And you got people over here talking about, we created 50-50. Well, where the fuck is Fat Joe while Sonya Massey got shot in the head by a race soldier? And you can say, well, that ain't his responsibility. Well, you trying to take credit for hip hop? When you try to take credit for hip hop, this is a part of it. KRS-One. See, that's because y'all got Jamaican and Puerto Rican friends, so you don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. But at this point, sorry, it's not about feelings. It's facts, not feelings. And shout out to our brother, our historian, another historian, brother Dewan B. He was on Craig Facts show. He does a lot of stuff with Tariq Nasheed. Shout out to Craig Facts too. I watched that podcast. That brother Craig Facts is one of the funniest niggas I've ever seen. I watch his shit and I'll be laughing my ass off. That nigga is funny, for real. And shout out to brother Dewan B, man. He's a historian, straight out of LA. He grew up right to not far from where I grew up. Yes, I claim LA. Carmona, that's where I claim. I don't claim no damn Baldwin Park, so sorry. I went to Shenandoah Elementary and was zoned to go to Hamilton or Fairfax or Santa Monica High School or Palisades or something like that. That's what high school I would have went to. No damn high school, no damn Baldwin Park, and my sister went either. Shit. St. Bernard's, shit. Man, don't have me mention all them West LA schools. I done went to Hamilton, shit. I'd rather went to Hamilton than go to Baldwin Park, shit. Shit, don't get me started. But I digress. Shout out to my brother Dewan B out of LA. He's a historian too. This is what he does. And I'm gonna play some shit because your brother was doing a podcast and Joe Conzo called in, the Puerto Rican, the pro-legend historian who was there in hip-hop, and he called in, and Dewan B had to put him in his place. So I want my brother David Okamais and James Youngblood and Erica and everybody that's listening, I want y'all to really listen, because this is how they really feel. So shout out again to my brother Dewan B. And we about to play him right now. And I really want y'all to hear this. This brother's a historian, by the way. If you follow this brother on Twitter, because he be dropped, like, the shit he be saying, I know it's a fact. Because he be saying the same shit my mama used to say about all these old groups. Like my mom used to talk, because my mom had 1 million records. She was very much a historian on music. Like she was the first person to tell me when Alicia Keys came out, she said, that ain't nothing but Patrice Rushen. That is not that bitch's style. And then she went and got a record and it was Patrice Rushen with the same beads, sitting at the same Fending Rose organ, posed the same way. And after that, I never argue with my mom again about that shit. So, and Dewan B be saying the same shit that my mom used to say. So This brother, and plus this brother got facts. He's got books, facts, all that. So go follow Dewan B on Twitter. Straight up. Now listen to what this brother got to say, because your boy Joe Conzo calls in. I'm going to play this. I really want y'all to listen to it.
Prodigy from Mobb Deep. He grew up in my neighborhood. I grew up around A+. That's me and him used to battle by the garbage can. There were no Puerto Ricans or any of these people around. That's all I want to say. As somebody from.
Thank you. It's another brother who called into his show and was like, ain't no Puerto Ricans around. That's why I can't wait to get David from the Bronx. So I can't wait to talk to him. Man, I got so many questions. You talking about I've been jotting. I can't wait to get him and James Youngblood on the line. This shit is going to be historical. Watch. I can't wait.
New York, who was in Long Island, who was in Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, Manhattan, all of that out there at that time.
Real talk. See, that's why I like getting it from the brothers who are there, because the other people, the colonizer mindset people, they'll come and say, oh, everything was fine, knowing that all your cousins have been nothing but hell on every black person that they've seen.
Yep.
Hell, halftime you. And they want to go around and act like everything is cool. I got to hear from the black people who was there. And the black people said it wasn't cool.
I think my man Abelardo, he was the one Puerto Rican that was down with us, and that was because his mama was black. His mama was very dark. So she liked all of us, so they would let us in the backyard. But like I said, that was one Puerto Rican. It was never like 100. And
y'all listening to what this brother is saying. He says only one Puerto Rican.
And attribute just one individual as the group. And I'm going to land my plane right there. Appreciate you, good brother.
Yes, sir, my brother. Yes, sir. Thanks for giving us a call. That's Breeze Omega, motherfucker from goddamn New York. What's up, caller? What's the name? Where you calling from?
This is Dr. Cologne.
What's oh, God. See, he leads by his title, Dr. Cologne. Man, get your... Dewan B is very intelligent, because I'd have been like, oh, we a doctor today, huh? Man, look, that's why I can't be mainstream, y'all. Because y'all know I'll be like, Dr. Cologne, huh?
Dr. Cologne, talk to me.
What's up, man? Well, let's talk about what the real issue is, man. It ain't nothing about what you're talking about. I thought the show was about why Joe Conzo did what he did.
The issue is whatever I say it is on my show.
That's my nigga right there. You see how they try to call in and be arrogant? Because he's happy that he had that movie taken down. Oh, he's happy, but all you did was unite us and make us even more awakened than we already were.
But
okay, all right. I understand that. I'm just following what you said. So, what's the real issue, bro? The real issue is Tariq used intellectual properties that did not belong to him. That's illegal. That's copyright infringement. You would do the same thing if somebody stole your work. And then he said, no, I didn't steal it. No, yes, you did. I have the movie. I saw the pictures. I have his book. I saw those pictures. He did steal it. And he took other people's intellectual property.
Let's go with that. Let's go with that. He stole it. Okay, let's say Tariq stole everything and Joe Conzo has the right to take the movie down. Okay, what does that have to do with Latinos and Puerto Ricans creating hip hop?
Boom. Now that's intelligence right there. Let's say he did steal it. Even though all this shit is on the internet. All those pictures that Tariq was using, I can get them on the internet as well. So I guess I stole it too, huh? Why is it on the internet? Why are you on the internet if you don't want nobody to steal it? But let's just say he did steal it. What does that have to do with y'all creating hip hop? Great question, Brother Dewan.
Brother, your show was about what Joe Conzo did.
See, he never answered the question. He never answered the question.
My show, we've been talking about the whole show. We've been talking about one thing. You've been in the chat room. You know what we're talking about. One thing we're not gonna do, my brother, is play stupid. We've been in the chat room. You're not gonna. No. I'm an expert. You're not gonna change the subject. I'm
addressing what Joe Conzo did.
Okay, and I started the show addressing that. So now I started the show. I don't know if you did at the beginning, but in the beginning I said that. And when we first started, in the first 2 minutes, I came in saying that, okay, This is over a picture that was, and I even read the copy. I even read the full thing that Joe Conzo wrote. I was very fair to Joe Conzo and wrote that. Okay, it's been established. Tariq used an illegal picture, and they'll fight that out on court. Cool.
Yeah, but you
now,
weren't fair, bro. You
the subject of the matter is the subject of.
You see how? Look, y'all see. I want y'all to listen to what Brother Dewan B is saying, how he broke it down. Look, we start off reading your copyright infringement and you know how you wanted it taken down and how it was stolen illegally. Okay, we gave you that props. But we are talking about you guys is saying your creation in hip hop. He doesn't want to answer that question. He wants to keep going back to the other thing. It's called the emotional roller coaster. I use that term. You got it here with Warren. I got that from that song Emotional Roller Coaster by Vivian Green. I got that from her. Neo Soul, Foundation Black American genre of music. And that's what people will take you on when they don't want to answer the question.
Matter is hip hop colonizers. The subject is people who come into our culture and they try to colonize our culture. And when they can't do it, they try to draw up on little small, insignificant technicalities to shoehorn themselves in. That's what we've been talking about all show. You've been here long enough to know we're talking about that. So let's stick to that.
Boom. See, y'all want to learn how to debate and make sure you stick to the point. That's how you do it. Just like Brother Dewan B did. I be doing it all the time. No, but we talking about the original point, though. We're not talking about you trying to deviate from the point and take me on this emotional roller coaster. I'm not Vivian Green.
Let's stick to this. Is it okay?
No. We're going to stick to what I say we're going to stick to, or you're going to get off the phone. No. You don't ask the questions. You do not ask the questions. I ask the questions. You don't mute right. You don't ask the questions. I do. Yes, no, there is. I ask the questions. If you call into my if you call into my show, you're gonna answer my questions or you're gonna get off the phone. It's that simple. The show is about hip hop conquistadors. You see the thumbnail. About how people from Puerto Rican descent come to our culture and they try to claim 50-50 ownership of something they can show no actual proof they had any hand in creating, any hand whatsoever. That's the topic.
Boom. Do y'all see how he brung it right back to that point? See, he did what David be doing. That's why I can't wait to talk to David. He brung it right back to the point. Like, because you trying to talk about legalities between you and Tariq. We're talking about who created hip-hop. That's what we're talking about. And all these other fucking cultures coming in here and they took one picture or they done tied one person's shoe and now they didn't create hip-hop. Stop. I bet you wouldn't be talking about 50-50 if black culture was killing people in hip-hop when in the creation. We went around doing some goddamn Charles Manson shit, it's killing. And hey, well, Puerto Ricans was there too. No. I live on the 5th floors. Yeah, stop. Y'all wouldn't have no problems delineating from hip-hop if it was that shit.
And because they can't do it, they drop on a technicality, which I'm sure Tariq is going to fight out in court. And try to make that the subject. That's called a red herring.
No, what you're doing is a straw man argument and ad hominem arguments. That's what you're.
No, it's not an ad hominem argument. Basically, what he's trying to say is Dewan B is talking about, he hasn't been listening to the whole Pilot podcast. I seen this on Twitter. He's trying to make it seem like he's talking about something else. That's word salad and wordplay. You'll notice a lot of these other racial groups that got these doctorates and all that, they go get a dictionary and start looking up all these words like Stephen A. Smith and start using those words to try to catch you up, but you just stick to the point.
No, that's not. A straw man argument is a straw man.
The problem. He's not the problem. There's a bigger problem.
No, the straw man argument is the distorted, weaker version of another person's argument that can't be refuted.
Facts.
I'm not creating a straw man argument. I'm not trying to refute anything. I'm proving. I'm not refuting nothing. I'm showing and proving. I'm being proactive in proving. This is a proactive argument. Proving the Black American history and
And I am going over, and the reason why Warren is going to go over today, because I really feel like y'all need to hear this. We need to hear this. We don't just need to hear Warren's ass. We need to hear other foundational Black Americans that are experts in this genre that's really going to give you the facts.
That's why every time I talk about this subject, I talk about it from a larger context to prove the overall 360-degree totality creation of Black American history.
I'm looking at your thumbnail right now. Hip-hop,
it's on the screen.
Puerto Rican sabotage, Joe Conzo.
The thumbnail's on the screen. Hip Hop Conquistador is the thumbnail.
Joe Conzo, this is what you said, bro. It's right here. Joe Conzo gets Tariq Nasheed's microphone check taken off Amazon. The question is, why? What would give him the right to take people's property?
We answered the question, brother. You know, look. No. This is what makes you so. This right here. I answered the call because I wanted to see if you had something. We already answered that.
Man.
We read it. We read the why. I literally go back to 10 minutes into the show.
I understand that, but then
okay, now that you understand that, stop. Don't play.
Do y'all see how he is re-explaining now? He wants to take it back to the legalities. We're talking about the creation. We're talking about other racial groups coming into our culture and then saying, oh, we 50-50. He wants to deviate from that on the emotional roller coaster side of the game. Shout out to 5150 and talk about some other shit. Use that emotional roller coaster. You're trying to take us on an emotional roller coaster. Well, we're not Vivian Green. So we don't want to go on no emotional roller coaster. We're trying to stick to the point.
Stupid with me. Don't play stupid with me. Now that you understand that, if you quote unquote understand it.
Your name calls.
I said don't play stupid.
Somebody put in there, that's like somebody taking pictures of Martin Luther King and you put in a documentary, hey man, you stole my property. Nigga. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. That's like a motherfucker taking a picture of Martin Luther King being like, yeah, man, I was a co-creator of the Montgomery boycott bus movement. Man, get your ass out of here.
I said don't play stupid. That's not name calling.
No.
I said don't play stupid.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Joe. You got on here, you called him a punk. What is that about, bro?
Let me tell you why. Because let me tell you what it is. Unfortunately for you, you don't understand Black American culture. And part of Black American culture is throwing out jabs and zingers and shit talk. You coming into my culture, and if you're going to come into my culture, you're going to receive a full baptizing of my culture. You're not just going to get the good part to where you can get in and get out.
Yep.
If you're going to come over here, you're going to get these jabs.
That's a fact. Y'all know how Black American culture is. That's like a nigga like, man, what's up? Shit, what's up? Nothing. What your big head ass talking about? Nigga, I know you ain't say nothing. With the big ass feet. Nigga, that's Black American culture.
Too. If you don't like it, don't get in the culture. I'm not talking about Melissa Etheridge right now. I ain't talking about Melissa Etheridge. I ain't talking about Daddy Yankee. I ain't talking shit about none of them people. I'm talking about people who came to our culture. So if you're going to come to it, you're going to get 100% baptism.
Let's get back to Joe Conzo. Let's get back to
let's get back to the joke. Call me Joe Conzo. I'm a crack jokes on that motherfucker if you want to get in our culture.
More ad hominem arguments, bro. That's all you do.
No, I didn't. I literally read it.
Ad hominem arguments.
I read it. I read it.
You notice they want to throw all these fancy words. Don't ever let those words deter you from sticking to your point, FBA people, because that's what they try to do. And Dwan B's being nice. I'd be like, well, where are y'all at when Black Americans are getting killed? If y'all created 50-50 and we supposed to have this coalition, then where the fuck are y'all at when Black folk are getting killed by race soldiers in the street? Where are y'all at? Why are y'all not speaking up on reparations for Black people? Because we built this country. See, y'all just want the good parts of it, but never the bad.
Look, it's on the screen now. You look at the screen? You want to put it up again? I read everything he said. I read it.
I understand that. But you're blaming him for something that.
No, I'm not. What I'm doing is I'm saying you guys are irrelevant. I'm saying Puerto Ricans are irrelevant. That's what I'm saying.
That's an ad hominem argument.
No.
Words, who needs your pictures?
It's irrelevant.
That's stupid. Oh, who cares about those little pictures?
See what's going on? This is what's going on, people. I got him on mute. He's still talking. What's happening is he can't refute anything when it comes to Black Americans being 100% innovators of our music. So what he's doing is trying to say we didn't do what we did when we broke down the full thing an hour and a half. How long we been on? Hour and 50 minutes. So about an hour and 45 minutes ago, I broke this whole thing down.
Listen to what he's saying. Listen to what Dwan B is saying.
Now he's trying to come around and say we didn't acknowledge it, and he's trying to flip and change the argument to something that he can do it. I'm not going to allow you to stay in shallow waters, sir. If you're going to talk to me, you got to come into these deep waters or you got to get up out of here. What is the Puerto Rican contribution that you guys gave us that we cannot do without?
That has nothing to do with this conversation.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it do.
It's my conversation. It's my conversation, not yours.
Yeah.
Look, listen, family, listen. David Bruno Compromise, he doing with one of your numbers. That's why I love this shit. Look, I listened. I said, "Ooh, he is killing him." You know that he kept saying, "Okay, then we already gave you your props. You put your cease and desist. You and Tariq fight it out in court. Okay, let's move on." We talking about y'all coming into the culture, saying y'all created 50-50. What is it that y'all have brought to the culture that we can't do without?
This is my conversation. Yes, I do. Yes, it does. You called into my show.
With your thumbnail.
Yes, it does.
That's what you're trying to reach.
It's about hip hop conquistadors like you.
Facts. Dwan is killing him. He killing his ass because you are a conquistador. You're coming in. You're a culture vulture. You're not for the culture. You're for making money off the culture. You don't give a fuck about the culture because you and Tariq would have had that. But he been getting into it with Tariq for the last, I would say, 90 days to 120 days. They've been getting into it. So this has been happening.
What is Puerto Ricans? Let's get to the nitty gritty. What are Puerto Ricans giving us that we cannot have or do without? Either answer the question and move on.
That is not on the table.
It is on the table. I put it there. You on my table. What the fuck you on table? How you gonna tell me what's not on my table?
It's not on the table.
I got Apple AirPod Maxes on this table. I got my phone. This is my table, goddammit. You ain't gonna tell me what's not on my table, sir.
We're talking about Joe Condo.
No. We're talking about whatever the hell I say talk about on my channel. I'm asking you a question. I already acknowledged that.
You're doing what
that's not an ad hominem.
Switching the subject.
No, that's not.
Switching the subject.
No, that's what you're doing. You're projecting. That's called.
See, what is happening right now and what y'all witnessing and what y'all probably deal with other racial groups is this. He wants to talk about the lawsuit and talk about what Tariq did. Dwan B talked about that in the beginning of the podcast. He did talk about that. He put up the letter. He talked about it. And then he said, okay, we're going to move on to the real subject at hand. And what is it that they created in hip hop that we need? You know, how is it they think that they created 50-50? This guy is still trying to take it back to the beginning. We had already moved past that.
Projection, what you're doing, you're coming in here with an agenda to switch the subject. And since I won't let you switch the subject, you're projecting your intentions onto me. That's what's happening.
What we did.
I will not allow you to switch the subject to what you want. So you're projecting your intentions onto me. That's what's happening. And an ad hominem argument, in a way, is basically is directed at a person rather than the position they're maintaining. That's an ad hominem argument. You don't even understand the definition of an ad hominem argument. An ad hominem argument is directed against the person rather than the position they're maintaining. What I am asking you is very clearly, what have Puerto Ricans contributed to hip hop that cannot be denied and cannot be refuted and cannot exist without?
That's not the topic.
That is the topic.
And how you gonna call into Dwan B's show and try to change the topic? You see how they do? This is how arrogant these other racial groups are, where they'll come into our culture and then try to change the whole subject. No.
On your thumbnail.
My thumbnail.
Solidified in the culture,
Puerto Rican conquistadors is the thumbnail.
We are co-creators in the culture.
How?
And I don't care
Prove
what
it.
Your baby
Prove it.
Prove
it.
I don't care what he said.
No. Prove it.
Sound like he's from New York.
You gotta prove it. You gotta prove co-creation, sir. Prove it.
Man.
Prove it.
What?
You co-created. You co-created what? Prove it, nigga.
No. It's all over the place.
Prove it.
He said, prove it, nigga. It's all over the place. Well, where is it? Where is it? Oh my God! And then if y'all co-created it, why it's only Fat Joe and Big Pun and Petey Crack? You know how many foundational Black Americans are in hip hop that can't be duplicated? Snoop, Cube, The Game, Rakim, Nas, Hove, Andre 3000, Big Boy, Goody Mob. Come on, dog. The list goes on and on. Elzai, T3, Batin Rasul Rasi from Slum Village, Jay Dilla. Man, stop.
Prove it. There.
Ludacris.
Your man, your baby Spade man. I don't even know what he's talking about. So let's talk about him.
He's not being serious, folks.
Okay.
He's
love
not
it.
being serious.
Yeah. Good job.
He's
killed
not
him.
being serious. He's not being serious. Can't. You don't get to call into my show and change the subject.
Man. I wanted y'all to hear this. Just listen.
You don't get to do that. You're crashing out, sir. I asked you to prove a point, and you could not prove it. You don't get to call in and change the subject.
Oh, man. These tethers, man.
You don't get to listen to the 1,400 people in here listening right now and change the subject.
Oh, man.
I asked you very clearly, what did Puerto Ricans contribute to hip-hop that hip-hop cannot do without? And you didn't answer.
Oh, man.
And you didn't answer.
And he called the Juan B show. That's all. I just wanted y'all to hear that. I cut the music back on. I wanted David to hear because we gonna have a great conversation about this. I know we went over, but I hopefully that everybody was able to listen. Go look up that story on Sonya Massey. Shot in the head by a race soldier. That is part of hip hop culture. That is FBA culture because that comes from our pain and our struggle. And while we're over here getting murdered in the street, you got Joe Conzo out here trying to take claim to some shit you know he didn't create because he took some fucking pictures. Man, get the fuck out of here. Then why isn't it no Puerto Rican Timbaland or no Puerto Rican Dr. Dre or no Puerto Rican Neptunes? Or no Puerto Rican Teddy Riley, or no Puerto Rican Roger Troutman, or no Puerto Rican Smokey Robinson. Like, goddamn, dog, if y'all created hip hop, where's the Puerto Rican James Brown? James Brown's one of the most sampled motherfuckers. Like, it's like, come on, dog. Like, it's unreal how people will take claim to shit that we did. And then they be up like, yeah, we grow. He would have never said this shit 20, 30 years ago because he would have got laughed out of hip hop. Especially if the likes of people like Tupac was around. He'd be like, co-created hip-hop. No, dog, you doing too much. Straight up. Remember, everybody wants a part of our culture when it's the good part. But when it's the bad part, what do? They take their Jordans off and put them in the closet when it's the bad part. And act like they have no... Then they be like, I'm not black. I'm Puerto Rican. I'm not black. I'm Dominican. But then, when it's the good part, oh, what's up, my nigga? You black? No, I'm Dominican, but you know, we black too. Nah, stop all that sucker shit. I've met motherfuckers that be like, I'm Puerto Rican. And I'm black. So I don't want to hear that shit. Shout out to Dewan B. Y'all go follow him and listen to him because that shit had me rolling. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Enjoy your day. Remember, hip-hop is foundational Black American culture. I'm done. Guilty, nigga. Peace. Oh, man, unreal.